How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Comfy Cast with the Cute Boys. I'm Nate.
Don't mind me. I'm just picking up something. I don't pay any importance to this in my daily life anymore. I'm Juan.
And we're both comfy. I'm comfy, at least.
I just got back from work, so
you're
I'm
relaxing.
comfy I'm comfy to a degree. I'm comfy in the emotional standpoint.
You're emotionally comfy?
Yeah, I'm emotionally comfy. I'm not physically in my sweats or anything like that.
I'm pretty comfy right now.
You look pretty comfy.
Yeah. Hair's down. No gel today.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
You have the little Pride Rock going on.
I do have a very much Pride Rock.
You have the Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Your hair is very always look like that type hair.
Yeah, it's wild. But it's
do you do that? Do you do it whenever it's without gel or anything, or does it kind of fall like that?
it falls like this.
Oh
'cause
yeah, yeah. It always looks like that when you don't have gel in.
Which I like.
Yeah,
but it's
cool.
it didn't used to always do that. It used to
Really?
be back when I was a Lee boy, it would just that was when I didn't do anything with my hair, and it would just fall, just bowl cut.
It's kind of weird. I feel like you almost trained your hair, or maybe you
That's
just grew
basically
up.
that's what it
One
was. It
other
was just
thing.
I trained my hair.
Yeah, I used to put my hair up more, and then it slowly started growing up. So now it just middle
Yeah,
part.
but you rock the middle part.
I do. I really do. I feel like I really do.
You do.
Especially with not much anymore. Now I always have my hair in this bandana because of work.
You've been rocking a lot of bandanas. Is it because of work?
Right now it's because of work, but most of the time it's just a more convenient way to get the hair out my face. That's not a
Yeah.
hat because I can see it. Because you know how hats have that little bind
You don't like the lip, the
lip, yeah. And I wear only snapbacks,
only
so I just have
exclusively
I have a
snapbacks.
huge shadow on my no, but no baseball caps. So you know how they yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have this thing where if something's in my face, I used to look up all the time at my hair that was in my face. So when I have a
Oh.
hat, I'm always looking up.
A do-rag.
And I recently transitioned to do rags. Yeah, I have a few
Wave
of
check.
them. Wave check. What if I took it off,
Dude, and
it
you
just-
had waves?
I had What if I had cornrows?
Dude,
I told my
would-
coworkers I was gonna get cornrows.
You better. Now you have to.
I was like, I'm gonna get cornrows. I'm gonna hang seashells off the ends of
You know
them.
what upsets me is if you honestly tried it, you probably could pull off cornrows. That's what's infuriating.
I don't want to do cornrows.
There
I
was
really...
did you ever see
Diego has his Ferragamo belt on.
I'm
You tripping
disgusted.
shorty.
Did you ever see the girl in high school who had cornrows, obviously the white girl?
The one who just came back from Jamaica
Yeah.
and has a
And
cornrow.
she was like, "Guys, I fell in love with the culture."
I had to copy their
I
hairstyle.
had to
This is
copy
the
their
only one I
hairstyle.
could do, dude.
I
Please.
love Bob Marley.
Have you heard of Bob Marley?
Do you know Bob Marley?
He actually had a song called Ziggy. Do you know that?
You'd love him.
probably don't.
You'd love him though.
But it
You
doesn't
should
matter
give
if
him
you
a
don't.
listen.
You should. Yeah, you should.
You should listen to him.
Because you obviously don't know who he is. Yeah. There's a couple of those. I feel like it always does that. It's just I don't know. Either way. Hey, this is between me and Diego, Nate. This has
Oh, yeah.
nothing to do with you.
Y'all are having a full conversation
yeah, you
across
can
from me.
just relax at looking at him.
Dude,
Okay.
I feel like Sacha Baron Cohen is a mad Zachary Levi.
Who's Zachary Levi?
He was Shazam, and also Chuck from the show Chuck.
I like Sacha Baron Cohen's range.
Yeah, because
And also how it's weird how certain comics have made their way into it's okay that they're edgy.
yeah,
Because if I just came out and I just made my first stand up or something and it was super edgy, people would be like,
They're like,
that's untasteful. That's not.
yeah,
But there's people who are even Adam Sandler to a certain degree, he has a pass almost. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I
Dave
think-
Chappelle definitely has that pass,
I
but
think
he's
that-
actually genuinely funny. So I mean,
yeah. I think that comes though with that upsets me. I think that comes with just when they were in their prime, just the time. Because I don't think you could, with my stand up, I can't be edgy. I can't be that can't be my thing. I
Mhm.
can't do that. And
I
I don't.
guess you're right. When they blow up, it's like
Yeah, because back then, the stuff that Dave Chappelle says now, if he'd done it back then, it wouldn't have been blasphemous. But now
Mhm.
it's blasphemous.
And he's just continued to do what he always did.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then he
okay,
gets that
makes sense.
excuse where it's just oh, he's Dave Chappelle. That's what he's always done. Same thing with
And he's
Sacha Baron
funny.
Cohen. And
I
mean,
haven't
all
seen
of
a
them
Sasha thing.
all of them are
anyways.
funny, but it-
Wasn't there a recent thing with Sasha where he was interviewing people on the street for the whole movie, something like that?
oh, I don't know.
I forgot what it was called, but
I do remember he was promoting a movie on, I think it was Kimmel, and because you know how like whenever they have like an actor on for promoting a movie, they'll bring a scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The scene that he brought wasn't they weren't allowed to show it on television,
That's
and
funny.
he knew that, and like so he brought it up. He was like, "Hey, so we can't show this scene on TV, so we're just gonna show it to the audience, and you're just gonna get their reaction." And that's what they did.
That's really funny.
It was
Actually,
so
do
funny.
you remember what movie he was plugging?
I think it was.
Was
I
it
think it was
Bruno or something?
no, I think it was a spy movie. It was recent. I don't know.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. A spy movie. I don't know.
It was
I really
something
don't know.
weird. But yeah, um, that's like I wanted to talk about comedy for a little bit because I've
No, by all means, you don't talk about it enough.
this last week I've kind of been diving into like the kind of British comedy world.
You're
And
gonna have to elaborate.
it's-
I don't know that.
It's
field.
weird. It's almost night and it feels very different. It's not necessarily night and day, but it feels very different. I've been watching a lot of like you know how like you'll just like watch like best insert celebrity name best moments. So I've been watching a lot of Richard Ayoade. Do you know who that is?
That's a British comedian, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you would know him if you saw him because he's very familiar. But yeah,
Mhm.
he's a big British comedian, and I've just been like watching a lot of his stuff, and British comedy is very odd,
Mm.
from an American view, because like
Gather your thoughts.
yeah, I'm trying to think of
Think
how to
about
put this
yeah.
because Richard Ayoade's the way he does punchlines, it's very like proper, smart, and like well thought out and like
yeah, like he
intel-
rehearsed his thing.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's and he's very like he's very intellectual, and the way he speaks and stuff, and the way he delivers punchlines, and they're all hilarious.
Yeah. Well, you gotta send me some after.
Yeah, for sure. But I've been watching. He was in this sitcom in like the mid 2000s called The IT Crowd, and
That I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that.
it's like one of the biggest British comedies of all
Really?
time. And so I've been watching it.
Richard Iwadi was his name.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been watching it, and it took me a couple of episodes. Like I watched like 3
Okay.
episodes. Oh, you're good. I watched 3 episodes, and I was like, I'm kind of not into this.
Yeah.
Like I was like, Richard Ayoade is really the only funny
guy.
one. But then like
That name sounds familiar.
but then I watched a little more, and I was like, oh, this is just funny to a different demographic.
Yeah.
Like
I
some of it's
mean,
funny to me, but
Richard Ayahuasca. He just always it was even with like a certain Monty Python bit that I watched once.
Yeah.
It was like it was a bit where you kind of you pay to be you to like basically argue. Somebody will like argue with you or deny you. I forget what the bit was, but it was well, it was that. So you
Mhm.
pay and he's like, I'd like to have an argument at 3. And then you go and he's like, no, you're not. No. Yeah, the argument clinic. That's what it was. And that one was very. I thought it was funny as hell. But
Yeah.
everybody else in the class was like,
What?
because I usually see comedy kind of like, for lack of better words, like empathetically. Like I kind of like try to see how this would be funny. Some things just aren't funny
that's
to me.
that's kind of what I do as well with it.
and
and
just
that's-
like just kind of to
Yeah.
because like you said with the British thing, you have to.
You have to see it from there, and that's kind of what I had to do. The first 3 episodes, I was like, this is not funny. Only Richard Ayoade is really the funny. They give him all the funny parts, but but then I was like, oh, this probably kills in London,
Yeah.
and so like I
it
kind of just
does
like
really well.
started to give him the benefit of the doubt, and it's like, it has its moments, but still Richard Ayoade is like the best part of the show. But I've realized common themes with British sitcoms
Yeah.
and American sitcoms is British sitcoms are very independent and with their episodes because like
Oh, that like their episodes will have like a
it has like a beginning, middle,
yeah,
end.
yeah.
That's it, and then
you
the
can
next
watch
episode.
it any.
Yeah.
You can watch anyone at any time.
Yeah, and there's not really a developing storyline, and there's not really a whole lot of
Oh yeah.
you know who that is now.
Yeah.
So, but there's not really a whole lot of there's character development, but it's not as drastic or gradual as American sitcoms
Yeah.
because like you'll like see it in an American sitcom. You'll
Yeah,
be
like The Office, like near the end,
Yeah.
and like near the middle, even you're like, oh, this is the plan from the beginning.
you're like these are two different characters.
Because when you think about it, it's like it starts way different from where it ends up.
Yeah,
And
but then with like British comedy, it's very like subtle. Because when I was watching the IT Crowd, I was like, oh, okay, so they're cool now, but it was like an unspoken thing.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't. They're just better. Maybe that's a cultural thing too. Maybe that's how they deal with it in
Maybe.
Britain.
And then like moments of like endearment, like there's not a whole lot of them in British comedies, because like in The Office, a really famous scene is when like Michael Scott buys Pam's art,
Yeah, that was a very thoughtful scene.
and it's like a very sweet and touching scene, and they kind of like they do a good job of interwoving emotional scenes with comedy.
Yeah, they make it really scarce. Like a family that doesn't say "I love you" all the time.
Exactly. British shows are like
Them
joke,
never
joke,
say-
joke, and then like it'll be like a little bit of something where it's like, oh, she really cares about them, but then like
yeah.
it's 2 seconds and that's it. And also that their
And you're
jokes,
it's just not
yeah,
fulfilling.
and also their jokes are like the people in these sitcoms are just not good people. Like they it broke me. I didn't like it.
It's the flick of the control stick that got me.
But a lot of the people in these British sitcoms are not good people.
Really?
It's like every sitcom is a Seinfeld
Oh, okay.
thing, because you know how nobody in Seinfeld is good.
Yeah, at all.
It's kinda
They're
how-
all selfish pieces of shit.
Yeah,
That's what's funny about it.
that's kind of how British comedy works. Is all of them are not great people,
Oh wow.
and you're like, and you're kind of conflicted because you're like, oh, you're not a good person,
Yeah.
but then it's just like, oh, but this is funny.
Yeah, like I like this. But
Yeah.
are you into the IT crowd, the IT crowd now?
It's growing on me.
But you're forcing yourself to watch it as of right now.
Kind of right now. Like I'll watch it when I'm at work, and it'll be background noise. I think that's all it is background noise. Because it'll
Damn.
have some moments where it's
Damn.
really funny, and it's only Richard Ayoade. But then like sometimes it's good. It's a good background show.
What makes him funny? Like when
I
what
don't
have you seen
know.
of his stand-ups? What
He
other than him being this intellectual little character?
I don't know. His jokes are just really smart.
Yeah.
Like there was, and
I like jokes that not to sound pretentious, but that quote unquote make you think. More so
Yeah.
just like if somebody who's not paying attention, somebody not paying attention wouldn't understand it, and somebody who's not basically like if you're not like actually like thinking about the joke and
Yeah.
thinking about everything that happened and listening to every part of the story, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
I kind of really like those because I feel like it almost feels like a reward getting to laugh at it.
yeah, you're like, oh, that's for me.
That's it's funny because I mean I went through the whole thing. I understood. I don't know. I like smart jokes because I think they're really good.
I don't like that you just showed me that. But something that I noticed with like British, I damn it. But something that I noticed with like British media culture, one they don't have as many censorship, it seems, as we
Oh.
do. Like they love game shows.
They're FCA,
Yeah,
FFC.
their FCA, their Fellowship
Whoa.
of Christian Athletes.
Wait, what is
Their
what-
FCC.
FCC? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
But they can like say the F word on TV. And no.
But look at that one, bro.
That one is real.
That one's real.
That one's real. But they have a lot of game shows in Britain.
Really?
Like they love,
Sounds like Japan.
but it's not like
Because I've been to Japan, guys. I know everything about it.
it's not like game shows for like normal people. It's like they'll have celebrities on it. Those will be the contestants.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's like Celebrity Family.
Exactly.
It's Celebrity Family Feud. Yeah.
Exactly. And
We're
so
playing the food, everybody.
that's where a lot of the best moments will come from. And there's one moment that I don't know why it killed me. The host, do you know who Jimmy Carr is?
No, sounds familiar.
He's
though.
another British. You know him if you saw him. He's another British comedian. He hosts a lot of these game shows.
That's kind of cool.
And he asks, he's like Richard. He's like, Richard, how are you doing? And it's supposed to be like a
Richard Pryor, right?
Yeah, he asked Richard Pryor. He's like Richard. He's like, Richard, how
Yeah.
are you doing? And he was like, oh, sorry, I zoned out for a second. I wasn't paying attention. And he's like, okay, so you're doing good. And he was like, middle of the game show, middle of like live TV. He was like, well, it's really hard in my place right now to get the cold water
Kinda.
pressure
Yeah.
up. You know.
Up.
He was like, I can't do it.
I kind of love that.
And they were all like, what? And Jimmy Carr was like, sorry, apparently the cold water pressure in Richard's flat is not working. And Richard was like,
Sorry, everybody.
oh, sorry, I just made the mistake of genuinely responding to your question. And I was like, okay.
That's actually I kind of respect. That's kind of really funny. I
I
like
kind of
that.
you gotta get it.
Remember when we went to that comedy club and I didn't follow
Did
the
we ever
guy?
talk about that?
I don't think we did. I really don't think we did.
What were we gonna say? What was that thought you were gonna finish?
It was just that guy came up to it because there's only 6 of us. There's only 6 of
Oh.
us, yeah. And in the comedy club, which is kind of cringe, but it went well.
We definitely
he-
were.
One of the comics was just talking straight up to me, and he was like, "Yeah, remember the one he was like, oh, like if you were my cat and I was talking to you and this," and then it was just such a long thing. He's like, "What would you say?"
Dude.
Because it was like the setup
Yeah.
or whatever, and he was like, "What would you say?" And I was like, I just speak. And what did I say, Nate? I forgot.
So let me set the scene a little bit.
Okay.
A friend of mine is like the front. He like is one of the head managers of this theater in where we live, and he texted me and he was like, "Hey, dude, there's this comedy group coming in. No, they have not sold any tickets, and their show is tonight. Can you invite like you and the small talk guys? Can y'all come and see the show and make sure that it's good?" Because they had 2 more rentals with them, and so you came with me.
Yeah.
And you, me, and my friend were the majority of that audience.
Yeah.
There were 5 of us in there,
Yeah.
and it seated like 90.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, that's
so yeah. He says this confusing ass story, and I kind of honestly was zoned out
that
halfway
was
through
the
it.
funniest thing ever.
That isn't that funny that like I got a bigger reaction than
Yeah.
most of the comics there, and he
You-
was just like
You looked him dead in the eye and you went, "Sorry, I zoned out."
Yeah,
I
no, that's what. Yeah, he's like, "Okay, what would you say?" And it was a funny joke whenever he got somebody to kind of respond or something.
Yeah.
But he said, "What would you say?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I really just wasn't listening." And everybody was like, "Ah!" And I was like, "I wasn't trying. I generally." And he was, "All right, I'll try it with somebody else." And
I
then he
was
just-
not listening.
I was like, I did not follow that at all.
Dude,
and-
those comics were not good.
That guy that did that story to me was good. Remember the
Oh,
Zach guy?
yeah,
The
he
bigger
was
guy?
good.
Yeah, but that was kind of the only guy who was good.
A lot of them, him and then the headliner.
Yeah, the headliner was
we talked
was
to
all right.
after.
Yeah, I
He was
actually
pretty
liked
good.
him. I don't know why your friend didn't like him that much.
Yeah, I don't know why. But dude, do you remember the guy who did that? Who like put it? The host gave us his card after.
Oh yeah,
He gave us because I remembered it when I got home and was
He
taking
did
my
give
stuff
us his
off,
card after.
and I emptied my pockets and found it, and I was like, why did? And it was like the creative producer, like the head guy.
Yeah, he was the main guy.
And I was like, why do I have this?
Why do I have the card of the? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was interesting, but
it was an interesting.
it kind of
thing.
make a turning point because there's like an old boomer couple, and they're like
dude.
just an older couple,
And she was racist.
and yeah,
The wife was.
it was fun.
definitely
She was the more interacting with everybody and being like really like.
Was it interacting or just like being obnoxious?
She was kind of being obnoxious because she got comfortable is the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that kind of
Nobody snapped at her.
didn't lose that in it. But yeah, no. So I just I don't know. Nobody called her out and she got comfortable. So yeah. So nobody really called her out. And I mean I wasn't gonna call her out either. I mean
Neither
it doesn't
was- yeah,
matter. It was
no,
just
neither
like
was I.
whatever. Just talk if you want. But then the one black dude.
That yeah.
This is what kind of bothered me, but I was just like, it made me uncomfortable.
I was like,
whatever, you're heckling, I don't really care. And then she just started like telling him to do stuff. He asked to be fair, but she kept going. She was like, yeah, blah blah blah. Put the
the
hat on, put the shoe on your
put
head.
the shoe on your head.
And
Did
I was
you
just like, are you just like demeaning this guy?
Are you just? Is he your dance monkey?
Yeah, and then like this is what kind of bothered me, and I know you know what I'm about to say, but yeah, she was like, "Oh, put the shoe on you, blah blah," and he's like, "Oh, I can't put these shoes or something like that," and she's like, "Huh, did you steal those?" And I was like, literally like,
silence.
nobody laughed. I was like, "Did you think that was
No.
funny?" Like
His reaction
yo,
too.
he
was
played it
like-
really cool.
Yeah, he was like,
he played it really cool.
You could
He
see
was like,
a
"No,
little-
not these," and I was like. I was like, I know
Ugh.
all y'all knew how that felt.
I
just
know
in
all
that
y'all
moment.
felt that.
I was like, come on.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was a night.
That was a night and a half. In other news, this last week, 2 major drops. Disney Plus came out on Tuesday,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The
and
new Sonic trailer.
dude, 3 major things. Dude. Also, okay, why when I watched the Sonic trailer I was like, okay, this looks good.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, it looks
you just
decent.
kind of had to fix the way that ugly piece
Yeah.
of. I mean, if it had came out anyway, then it would have just been a really good bad movie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would have been in that realm.
I-
But now it has to be a good movie. Sadly,
yeah,
they
because
should have just kept the shitty design.
Yeah, but burp break.
Do-re-mi.
But did you get Disney Plus?
No,
No.
no, I should have.
Are you going to?
Probably not.
Oh, are you gonna like wait until your like family gets it? Because that's what I did.
Yeah, everybody who owns it is because their family owns.
Exactly.
Like everybody I talk to, I'm like, you got it, and they're like, my parents. I'm like,
My
okay.
parents got it. That's what
'Cause
I
that's
did.
when I would use it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. But
Damn.
no, I really like it. I was looking through it and I was like, dude, this is dangerous. This is gonna put some people down.
I was with Nick the other day. Yesterday, actually, we watched an episode of Even Stevens, and I do not know what that show was about at all.
I do not get that show.
I was like, Nick, can you kind of explain this? And I know it's like a sitcom-ish. It's basically like a Drake and Josh, because I wouldn't know how to explain what Drake and Josh is. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a boy going through
Dude.
adolescence, is what he said. I was like, okay, that kind of helps.
The thing is though, because that's what I've been seeing a lot with the show is like a lot of people watching old Disney Channel shows, and like are people like starting to realize that they're not good, and they were only good because we were kids,
Or
or am I just a fool and old Disney Channel shows were actually really good still?
2 seasons. I mean, I watched that episode of Even Stevens, and I was like genuinely laughing because it was like really ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I'm kind of a sucker for random stuff that kind of just happens.
Yeah.
Like apparently it was horrible because he was in a dream, and I didn't know that the whole episode. So he was doing really weird stuff. I was like, what's going on? He was like phasing through doors. It was funny because
you just thought he had powers.
young Shia LaBeouf just like it was. This is the type of weird thing that I was talking about. He was like he was in this dream, and his sister something goes into her room, and he goes up to it, and he like puts his hand in it, and he's like phases into it, and he like phases in and out. It starts dancing while phasing in and out, and then it just cuts to him in the room. And I'm like, what? Why did y'all show that?
What?
And yeah, so there's a bunch of old stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them are still good. Is the crazy thing.
I haven't watched a whole lot of them because I'm scared.
That was like a mashup one day. Have you ever seen That So
I
Sweet Life of
did.
Hannah Montana? Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it was because of my sister mostly. 'Cause
Yeah.
she was really into it,
But
and I was into it too. I liked it.
yeah, I
I was
liked it as
excited
well.
for that. Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't watched any of them because I'm scared because I don't want to be like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah. What if it doesn't hold up?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me is seeing a linear plot is what's gonna be weird. Because
Mhm.
for me,
Yeah.
cable was always everybody had cable, like because there's nothing
Yeah.
else. So everybody, but they would play just random episodes. So
Yeah.
every story was kind of like your British thing, where it's like every episode has its own
episode.
story.
Yeah.
But there was sometimes there would be 3 episodes, have a little
Mhm.
arc, or there's an arc in general. But like Drake and Josh, I don't know if there's much of any other than physical change that you'll see, you know?
Mhm.
But I've always wanted to see it all the way through because it's funny because you'll see it and it'll be like 3 seasons and you're like, this show
It's different.
feels like not just that, but like I feel like there's a million episodes, but there's only like 3 seasons. Like Diego just pulled up Phil of the Future, and that's only 2 seasons, and I thought that was they had a
I
bunch.
thought it aired forever.
Yeah, exactly, because they would just show
I
random
do get
episodes.
that. Yeah. Because I think Hannah Montana only had like, I looked on Disney Plus, it only had like 3 seasons.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Something low.
Something
not even
low.
double digits. And
Yeah.
it's like
Phineas and Ferb only had like 3 seasons.
I hated that. I hated that episode of That's So Raven where
She was
She-
betrayed by the booty.
no where she was their lunchroom, which is dope as hell, just got a bunch of cool fast
Oh,
food
yeah,
options,
yeah,
and they all
yeah.
got fat. And then like there's like a French fry dispenser, and then like they like this is what got everybody to change is that Raven was like, this is what you have in your body, and she brought like a Ziploc bag of yellow fat, and I was like, yo, what the hell?
What is
Like
that?
that episode was so gross to me. And then they made everybody stop eating, and I was like, what a weird plot. I didn't like
Fries for a
that.
week.
And I didn't eat fries for a week because I didn't
And
want
I
that yellow
still haven't
fat in
eaten
me.
fries.
I haven't eaten fries since.
Someone wanted to talk about something that you were not looking forward to. Pokemon Sword came out. Pokemon Sword and
Yeah.
Shield came
Yeah,
out
I did.
Friday. Cool.
Yeah, okay,
That's
boomer.
it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, no, my freaking coworker was like, I'm gonna buy Sword, and then I'm gonna buy Shield, and I'm also gonna buy a Switch Lite and he only has a Switch, and I'm like, dude, it's not a good game. It's not a good game. I saw a thing where the character was climbing up a ladder and all the other animation froze because it couldn't handle a character going up a ladder. Like, what?
What? I'll have you know I've been liking it a lot.
Well, that's
I've
good.
been
I'm glad
playing
you're
it.
liking it.
I'm still
Well,
pissed.
whatever. Nah, talk about it. I don't care.
I wish there were more. There are like I think 80 new Pokemon, and not a lot of them are great.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them are
Yeah.
great.
A lot of them are trash.
Few
dude.
winners. Very few winners.
Close to zero winners.
Oh, the water, like the gym.
Now the
leaders are
gym,
really cool.
the gym trainers.
Gym.
I can get behind the gym trainers.
Why is that? Tell them why.
It's just beautiful. You're gonna make me say it.
I'm gonna make you say it.
Nessa from
Jack
the
has a
new
picture.
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pull up a picture of Nessa. Yo, that is messed up. That is a bad photo. That is messed up. Anyways, Nessa is a cutie, and that is a messed up photo.
That's somebody's
Yo,
thumbnail. That's a thumbnail.
That's racist. That's literally just racist.
That's.
Oh my god. Anyway,
We don't have to talk about Sword anymore.
Anyways,
But no, it's
she's the only redeeming quality.
Only
of that
redeeming-
whole game.
only redeeming quality other than. But yeah, I just wish there were more Pokemon
That were good.
that were
that
good.
new. How far are you? Why did you buy it? Did you ever play them growing up?
play the Pokemon games?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Which ones?
My first one was White. I got White, and then I got White 2. And
too.
I played Diamond, Pearl, or no, I played Diamond and then Soul Silver later. And then I played Ultra Sun recently.
Oh, so I didn't know you actually liked Pokemon.
I
thought you
enjoy
just
them a
bought
lot.
Sword and Shield.
They're just like they're easy games
Yeah,
to just kind of like chill to.
yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
a
the
different
Office
type
of video
RPG.
games.
Yeah, you just kind of put it on.
Yeah,
You're like, ah.
and they're just
The
fun.
thing with me is that since I've grown up playing it, like you,
yeah,
and I've played all of them. Like I have, like
Yeah.
in one way or another, I have. I wanted something new, and when I figured out it was just gonna be the same old thing, just on the Switch, I was a little mad because like Mario, they reinvented it. Zelda, they reinvented it. Mario Kart, they did it better than they did in the Wii, and they just
yeah.
all their IPs they reinvented almost. Pokemon stay the same, and I was just like,
I will be honest.
Okay.
You could have put that game on the DS.
yeah,
It could.
you really could have.
It really could have been on the DS. But yeah. What I've been playing, I like it. But I mean, it's
You're in
kind
a
of hard.
British comedy. You're in a British Pokemon. What's
What
next,
can I say?
dude? Yeah,
But I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to make a Pokemon game like unplayable.
yeah,
Like even if it was like kind of like, I probably would have still finished it.
yeah. Because once you already have it, it's like
It's like, okay, I'm not doing anything. Might as
Yeah,
well.
might as
It's
well
no
play
Breath
it.
of the Wild.
it's no Breath of the Wild. How are you doing on that actually?
I had to take a break because of school, but like the last time I played, I got the Salamander Ultra Beast, so I'm halfway through with the Ultra Beasts.
Oh, on God.
I am.
So you have a few of the Salamander one was kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Had
It
to, like,
was a
escort.
pain in the ass.
I hate any escort missions
like
in any
escort
game. That
missions.
always makes me sad.
Yeah.
Always makes me sad.
Oh, it makes me a little sad.
I can't ever get over it. I was gonna say, yeah, no. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's just
Yeah,
damn.
I haven't hopefully by the end of it, I'll be I can look back on it and be like, that was a good game.
See, that's when I played Sun. I was like, damn,
Sun was fun.
I didn't enjoy that.
Oh,
like
what?
it was good, I guess, but you end the game and you can't. There's nothing else. You have a cartridge now.
Did you play Ultra Sun?
No.
Oh, I like Ultra Sun was fun.
What makes you say? I mean, that's the thing is that I can't play Ultra Sun because it's just gonna be the same thing as
Yeah.
Sun. So I can't.
That was also the first Pokemon game I'd played in like years.
Really?
And so it was kind of just like nostalgia. I was like, yeah. I was like, I want to play it, and then I played it and I had fun. But Sword's fun. That's
Sorry,
kind of
I like seeing Sword's fun in the curtain close on what we were looking at.
that's kind of my review. Is Sword's fun.
Oh man. Anyways,
Play it if you have nothing else to do.
that's good. Yeah. Did you name yourself Nate, or do you name your Pokemon whenever
No.
you catch them? You just keep them.
Yeah,
Who do you have in your team right now?
I have whenever it's like a new generation, I like to only use the new Pokemon for like my first time going through it,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
which is hard because not a lot of the Pokemon in this generation are good.
I heard that. Yeah, they're not great. They're just like they're just new Pokemon. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like they made a new like. Because sometimes they'll come out with new ones, like in Sinnoh, all those new ones had like good types. They
Yeah.
like added something to the whole thing, but I feel like they're almost afraid to do that, like to add a
Yeah.
really good one, because they're like, I don't know, man. But I mean, hopefully, when more competitive dumbasses play it, they'll figure out the good ones, and then
Yeah.
you could know. But
I mean,
I can't imagine finding a good one just playing, like never
Yeah.
knowing about the game.
I mean, it's clear looking at it. It's clear which ones are good.
Why?
Like just from like design.
Oh yeah.
And-
That little goblin one looks really strong. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, the one that looks like the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diego, if you can pull up a photo of that, I'd appreciate it. I don't remember the name of it, so I don't know.
But
if you
no,
would.
I feel like a lot of teams are gonna look the same with it,
Mhm.
because like a lot of the same like it's a very small number of Pokemon that are like really good, and that's kind of like just the team you roll with.
See, that's what I kind of liked about Black and White. And this become the Pokemon cast, but either way, uh, mira. So I kind of like that's what I kind of liked about Black and White is that the new ones were cool, and
Yeah.
I liked playing with them, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
cool. I don't mind having it, because like if
Yeah.
you're gonna get a new game and you're just gonna stick with the old Pokemon because they're the stronger ones, it's like,
It's-
why'd you buy the new game?
yeah. And also the thing I liked about Black and White, is you couldn't use any older Pokemon until you beat the game.
Actually, yeah.
remember that?
Forgot about
You
that.
could only use new Pokemon until you became champion, and you
Damn.
unlock that other part of the map. But with Sword and Shield, you can get like an older Pokemon right away.
Right away, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get like Growlithe and like you can get like random ones like in the beginning of Black. Wait, that's Black and White too. Never mind.
No, yeah, Black and White
never
1,
mind then.
you
Never
can't
mind then.
use anything.
But they were so cool and new
Yes,
and good.
and
so
you
it's
were-
like
so you were
didn't
okay with
mind.
it.
Yeah. Like I remember. Yeah, these new ones I've seen because I'm not playing it, so I was just like, I'm gonna see somebody play the beginning, see what it's like, and then I just saw it and I was like, what's that elephant thing that
That dude
Leon
has.
just shot out? I was like, damn, I don't
I
want
don't
to know
want that.
about this.
I don't
Yeah.
want that one.
I don't want to know about this generation. I'm waiting for that Sinnoh remake though.
Oh, that's gonna be good. But something I
Mhm.
do like that I hope they keep the gym stadiums.
Why do you
'cause-
like those?
As it just adds a it just looks really cool.
Yeah.
Cause like having like all the people around you, like the crowd, and like hear it, like you can hear them like cheer and
Cheering
stuff.
and all that.
Really
That is pretty cool. It seems more like the show.
Yeah, and I really like it a lot.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Cheers. But yeah, that's
Cheers,
what your hair
brother.
looks like Pokemon here. Woo! That
And
made me hit the mic.
one like that too much. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this comedy. This
Is it really?
this pokey comedy cast.
Pokey Comedy Cast.
And
That's
we're
all
gonna
we
end it on
talked
that.
about.
Y'all don't need to see what's on the screen.
Yeah, y'all really don't actually.
That's the one time y'all don't need to see it.
This
Y'all
is
don't
something y'all
wanna
don't
see
want
it.
to see.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna leave you.
Yeah, that's a dude.
That's unfortunate.
Man, that's the worst thing I could have seen today.
Yeah, that
That's
ruined
actually
my
the
day.
last thing I wanted to see today.
That ruined my whole day. So guys, thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, we love you. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. What do you want us to do next? Share with a friend. Do all this and that. We'll see you in the next video.
I'm speechless. Goodbye.
Bye.